So I had a request, and it was a good one. It was for glowy, dewy makeup that actually stays. So what we're gonna have to think is cream to powder, and look what we're gonna have to bring out, because this is actually perfect for that. But there's a technique. We're gonna have to bring out the current Givenchy powder formula. Are we ready? Makeup seatbelts. So I have a little bit of concealer here, and I'm picking that up on a fluffy brush. I want it more diffused. I'm also not using this as eye primer. I'm going to use an eyeshadow as eye primer, a cream to powder in just a second. But right now, I'm just going to take this because I want to clean up underneath my brow, but I also don't want it to be super sharp. Preference, not what I think is ideal. It's all about preference. This is me right now. So I'm going to take that fluffy brush, and I'm just going to tap this through here, but I'm not going to take it into my socket or my lid. So even when it comes to eye makeup, even though this is white, okay, it's important to do textures that kind of lend themselves towards the dewy look. Now this is going to look very wild, and actually my friend Nico did this with Mob Beauty, and this cream eyeshadow formula is actually one of my favorites. So Nico knew that we needed a white eyeshadow. Okay, spooky, I know, but it's going to get softened. Now we're grabbing a fluffy brush. I'm just going to diffuse these edges. Don't even be afraid about taking it down here. I feel like that's one of the things that kind of just puts us in a box. We forget that makeup most of the time is about tidying and cleaning up and bringing back. So don't be afraid to blend through here. You get really beautiful structure or even a diffused look to the eye when you're just not afraid of the cleanup later. I'm gonna grab this shade. I wanted something not too warm, but also not too cool for what we're doing now. And you're gonna see creasing until I smooth these out further. And I'm even gonna set them with just a little bit of loose powder, which you'll see in just a second. But let's just get a little bit of structure out this way while Jean waits by the door very patiently for me to let him out. But hang on, Jean B, Mama's gotta finish blending her eye. Here we go, that looks nice. I might add just a hair more warmth. Now this formula has some luminosity to it. So I'm gonna take quite a bit of it and I'm gonna press it into the cream shadows. I'm gonna do that heavy amount here. Then I'm going to just ever so lightly wipe off my brush on Sheila, and then I'm gonna take the rest over here, minus whatever that, oh, betrayal. And then I'm gonna take it over this way, and then I'm gonna grab a little bit of my bronzer. I've already hit pan on this one too. This is my second one. So the first one they sent, this one I purchased myself. All right, just a little bit of bronzer just for warmth. And notice I'm just putting it through here on the top part where it's more visible. And then we're almost done with the eyes. This is one of the new shades from Urban Decay. This is Cool Coyote. This is probably my favorite. I'm just gonna apply it at an angle. I'm not even gonna take it all the way over here. Just a little bit on the outer part of the lash line, angling up a little bit. I used an E27. I'm just gonna give it a little tap to blend. Then I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes. This is my favorite curler of all time. Sometimes it helps to look down and wiggle this, then grab. Go ahead and put this on my waterline as well. And then time for some mascara. So whenever I want my lashes to just be a little extra sassy, but I don't want to wear falsies, I really do love this YSL Lash Clash. I try to put as little as possible on the root of my lash, and then I focus on the tips, and I feel like that really helps my lashes not fall. Now, we're gonna add this in a little while, okay? Get ready for this, but we gotta get everything else on, and this is gonna bring more of a wet, dewy look into the eye, but we just have to be patient. Now, this next step, I need you to hear me out. I'm gonna grab a little extra moisturizer. Hear me out. Okay, that's gonna be enough. Now this is going to seem wild, but the luminosity from this on top of the skincare underneath foundation is going to give us kind of a set glow. Okay, it's kind of a preset. And also I'm doing this right about a minute after I put that moisturizer on. This is not scary. This is something makeup artists have done for years. This is not a clickbait thing. This is real deal. But I did choose this powder because of the luminosity. I'm also using this side of the D1, and the reason why, it's going to be one of our least dense brushes. So the way that it's applying this is very light, very much a veil. And I've done videos on this technique before, but what this is doing is it's going to make sure that we have a really amazing long wear time on the foundation. But it's also, again, it's creating a luminous set skincare base underneath our foundation. So I'm actually going to do concealer first. The reason why is I'm going to be able to stretch this a little bit further and not use as much on the rest of the face. Try this technique. Now, I don't want you to feel like we're not going to wear a lot, but this is a really good way. And notice that I'm focusing mostly on the center, but this is a really good way to kind of stretch and have a lighter hand than usual. Well, y'all know I'll be having a heavy hand. All right, let's just get that concealer on. I'm gonna grab our D2 for this one, and I'm gonna focus it where I need the most coverage. I'm using the denser brush for this. And then I'm just gonna let you see here. Then I'm gonna grab the other end, and that's where I start to stretch it further. And if we need more, we're gonna grab more. But the idea is a lot of times, even for me, super dewy foundations, they really don't have a wear time. So we kind of have to stretch and manipulate a formula like so, because this isn't a very dewy concealer. Now I have this concealer stretched as far as it can go. I'm gonna do as little as I can here. And another reason I really am going to recommend this is because I find that this formula doesn't take as much powder to set. I don't want to say it's self-setting. Some concealers are, and what that means is they'll dry down to a more powder finish. But I even feel like a self-setting concealer, sometimes when we start to use a lot of it, it's not going to be self-setting. But I feel that this one almost is in the best way. I really love this concealer. And we're using this brush because, again, it's going to diffuse it, stretch it really far, but then keep it really thin on the skin. The C42, for example, would just give us extreme full coverage because it's denser and it's meant for these types of pressing motions. But this one is just meant for a nice light veil buff. Okay, we're nice and dewy still, but all of that dew has something to grab onto because of that powder underneath. Okay, so we're going over here. This is definitely going to keep us nice and dewy. And I want to do my blush before I do my bronzer today. Sometimes I do that when I don't want to be quite as bronzy. So let's pick up this side and we're using our D1. I'm trying to see, where do I want to apply this? Let's apply it a little higher. Ooh, nice and pigmented. Yep, that's going to pair beautifully with the textures that we have on our skin today. Now, don't be frightened. I put on a little more than usual, but I'm here to help. I'm going to walk you through it while Jean does weird little snorty noises in the background. What I'll do is I'll take a very small amount of the concealer. Okay, it's very even across my hand. That's important because we want to just pick a little bit up here on our brush and just tap over these edges, top and bottom. And then we'll go all over it. That is so pretty. I'm going to use this side of the D1 just because I wanted a lighter application. This is adding some dew. I like it. It doesn't show texture. Now do keep in mind that we're still going to add some more powder, but it's going to be very targeted powder. Now, even though this is a powder bronzer, the way that it lays on the skin is such a thin veil. And anytime you can find powders for your dewy looks that are very thin veils and they just kind of melt, that is a good idea for dewy makeup. Now, I do use this one with my more matte looks, but I feel like this would complement really any kind of texture, whether that be matte, satin, dewy, just kind of whatever you're after. I really do love this bronzer. Again, I love it. By the way, just a quick review on these. I feel that these would be for someone that really does prefer a lighter coverage dewy makeup. And the reason why is because even after they dry down, they stay a little dewy, especially this side, okay? Do you see how wet that is? That's not a bad thing. That is just something I want to note to make sure that if you love really, really, really matte makeup, I don't think that this is a formula that you would want to incorporate into your very matte looks. Remember that white eyeshadow we laid down? I'm just taking kind of what's left here on the brush. Just doing a nice bright inner corner. Then, again, we don't want to use puff because we don't want the under eye to become way too matte compared to the rest of the face. So we're just going to grab this side again, same powder foundation. And I'm first going to press this in. And the reason I'm not doing the Givenchy underneath my eye, it's a little too luminous. You absolutely can because it has beautiful setting power, but it's definitely more luminous. So I'm just going to do what I'm comfortable with here, but you can see we're still not, look at that, nice and dewy. Then take your powder bronzer and we're gonna take this underneath here, and that's kind of like a secret set underneath the eye too. We're getting our definition and a little extra set around fine lines. I've actually never used this. I'm very excited. I'm gonna put some here on my inner corner and let's diffuse it with an E29. I don't need it to be the brightest inner corner. I just wanted a little bit of a nice soft twinkle. That's perfect. I'm so excited. But to put it on my face, I'm gonna use a different technique. I don't wanna just swipe it on my cheek. I feel like that could be sabotage. So let me just get this tapped out. I'm gonna put that highlighter on the back of my hand. Oh, I just love this so much. And then let's use this side again. I know this is pretty handy dandy, and I'm just gonna tap it on the part of my face that has the most light on it, just to enhance it. And when I say that, see how that just already has so much light on it? It would no matter what, even if we didn't have that luminous blush there. That's just a high point in my face that the light likes to grab. So we're just doing the same thing on this. Oh, that's so pretty. I love this. I'm gonna take the denser side of the D1 now, and we're gonna pick up this powder, the Givenchy Current Formula. And what you just saw me do is make sure it was even, just like I do on my puff. See how that's very luminous? But in this setting, it's really skin-like as well. So I'm just gonna take this and finish setting the rest of my face. You wouldn't believe we have all of these powders on our face, would we, from how dewy we are. I wore this Laura Mercier lipstick formula the other day, not this particular shade, but I wore this formula and I really, really liked it. But we're definitely going to use a darker lip liner with this one to shade. I also like this lip liner. This is Aphrodite. The shade I wore before was Bark. And I'm just gonna start to melt this together. This one is new from Revlon. It's their Super Lustrous Glimmer, but the shade is Glazed Almond. I feel like it'll be really pretty on top. Yep. Oh, that's delightful. Mm-hmm. Ooh, it's got a lot of sparkle too. Okay, Revlon. That's pretty. Now that dew ain't going nowhere. Look at this. Oh, it's so good. And then it's the perfect amount of shine even through here. Delightful. And it stays. I wish you could feel my face. It feels like my matte looks. It feels completely set, but it doesn't look quite as matte. And there's still so much beautiful luminosity. All right, my friends, I love y'all so much. This was such a good request. I love matte, I love satin, I love dewy, I love makeup. We all love makeup here, but I always want to make sure I'm doing something for everybody. So I will definitely be saving this, and yeah, I think that's it for today. All right, I love you so much.